People were here in the basement during the race massacre. If you can imagine people being in this very space, hearing bombs going off, hearing people screaming, hearing machine guns, and they not knowing if the fire on the other side of this wall would consume them. They were praying. They were calling out to God. Those prayers are still what I feel sustains this church to this day. The prayers of those folk who were praying right here in this room, fearing for their own safety and the safety of their loved ones, but they managed to survive in this very space. March 18th, 2020, COVID-19 hit the world. We were being told not to have church or worship in the sanctuary or Bible study, but one major piece of our Bible study was that we fed. I had an uneasy feeling in my spirit about canceling Bible study, particularly for the food. And then God woke me up out of my sleep and said, feed my people. So I wake up the next morning, call my treasurer, say, hey, God just told me we still need to feed. He was like, okay, how many people are you thinking about? I said, can we afford to do 50? And he said, let me see what I can do. And he found some money and we were able to feed 50. And the food was going in like 30 minutes. And I was like, oh my goodness, this need is so great. We have, as of today, given out over 200,000 meals. And that is as a result of us being open every day and God just finding a way to provide the provision and opening people's heart to give and sending people to receive.
When we prayerfully considered how best to use the Bishop's appeal this year, and what faith-based organizations in Oklahoma, Episcopalian or not, were sacrificially serving those most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, one stood above the rest. This year's Bishop's annual appeal will benefit historic Vernon AME Church, and we will match all gifts up to $50,000 total. Let's come together to bless this life-changing ministry of mercy and justice with a remarkable $100,000 donation by doubling every contribution from individuals, congregations, and institutions.
The funds that you all will be sending that we're so grateful for will greatly assist us in our God Provides Feeding program, really renovating our much needed kitchen that needs to be refurbished, and to help support the building of our prayer wall, the prayer wall of Black Wall Street, a place of continuous prayer for anybody of any time, of any faith, can come and pray in our exterior prayer wall that is also the surviving wall from our basement that survived the race massacre of 1921. Once it's finished, it will be the only prayer wall outside of Jerusalem in the world. And it'll be right here in Tulsa, and it'll be because of your benevolence and your kindness. And we thank you so much for it.
Please consider making a gift online at epiok.org/donate. For your contribution to qualify for the match, we must receive your gift by December 31st, 2020. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do in your congregations, institutions, families, and communities to help build the kingdom of God. I am proud to serve with you in this great diocese, and I wish you and your family a safe and blessed Christmas.